Before we came on air, we were speaking outside, and you reminded me about one of our first songs in our first album called Son, Don't Take Your Gun to Town. And the poignancy of that track, as it was written something like 20 years ago, is very, very relevant right now. And it's as relevant in St. Lucia, unfortunately, as it was in London back in those days.
So can you explain to us, conscious music has maintained its presence worldwide, and some music come and go, but can you explain to me why conscious music has lasted that long?
Because conscious music, like I said, it's the essence of it. I mean, it lasts forever because it's like good food, you know, it lasts forever. When it gets inside of you, it makes you stronger. And we need the good food for us to get stronger. We need education. And the conscious music, exactly what it says, conscious, so it grows from the youths to the next generation, and we need to have music going strong.
But the appeal is international as well.
It's international. I mean, it's funny enough, when you go to Europe and those places there, people are more acceptable to the roots music than they are in the rest of even in the Caribbean. I mean, I go to Europe and I'm saying the folks loving the music more than us. They're talking about Africa more than us. I'm saying, well, how can they be loving Africa more than we? You know, I mean, this is our stuff, but I mean, that's what it is. It's universal. It has no colors, no boundaries, so it's free. So whoever want to pick it up, whoever want to hold on and embrace it, they embrace it. Yeah, but reggae music and the roots music and the conscious music is being embraced all over the world right now. Yeah.
And the seas get so bright.
Now, I can believe, I mean, you've toured Europe, you've toured Africa,
Yeah.
but you haven't performed in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
I can't explain that.
Yeah.
No, I can't, actually. I can't. I mean, as much as we'd love to perform in the Caribbean, we never had the opportunity or the chance. People ask come with the opportunity, but the deal hasn't been right. So, you know, I mean, unless if things are right and everything is scheduled and fixed up proper, we can't really take the trip. So, most of the time we have to cancel the trip because it wasn't right, yeah.
But you've done work in Jamaica.
Our last album was mixed in Jamaica. Who Feels It, which is, I don't know if you've heard the album, which is a nice, really nice album.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, I mean, there's a jazz track on there called, the title track is Who Feels It. That's definitely good for jazz. So the jazz people should hear that track there, yeah.
Yeah, but some of the music that you have too have been inspired by here, even when you were here with Marcus.
Yeah.
I think that inspired some music as well.
Yeah, all the time. And we know Marcus from Greenland, I'm from St. Lucia, so we're quite versatile, really. You know, when we have a little soca, we have a little African, and you know, the vibe is just jiggy all the time. We like to shake ourselves and keep it happy and keep the vibes happy. So yeah, you know, our music inspired by the Caribbean and in our own environments where we live. Yeah.
Because we need to come and grace our homeland. Because all the family keeps on telling us, well, we know you guys have been all over the world, but you've never been to St. Lucia. Why? You know, it's not like you ain't got nowhere to live. Right. You ain't got nowhere to stay. You know where all the family is basically.
It's always a pleasure coming back home, actually. You know, because it's my birthplace, and coming here, it's always nice to come here to meet guys like you, meet the family, and you know, to be here with the family basically, and to let the people know that we're still alive and kicking, you know, and spread the message to the people of the Caribbean and St. Lucia.
And you're more than kicking because you're touring as well.
Yeah, we're touring now. Yeah, when I live here, basically I go on tour to Europe. You know what I mean? And from Europe, I said we're still working on a new album, so the project it's a big project still in place, and we're still working on it at the present.
Give us a time frame on that project.
Well, hopefully, we want to finish the album by the end of the year. So, by our summer, which is England time, around about July, August, you know, we want to be finishing the album and have an album promoted and have it to you guys as soon as possible.
Now, you've had one of the releases from that album, which is Migration Season, which is a huge track.
That's right, yeah.
And you're actually getting awards for it. Talk to us about the character of that particular album that you have working on right now. Yeah,
well, Migration Season, like I said, it's a big track. It's just one album in Europe. I'm an award in Europe, and it's basically it's time to go home. And the message has been on for about 500 years now, and we just want to keep knocking the message that it's got a time to go home now. And we've been lost for how long? For about 40 odd years, and Well, I've been out for 40 years since I left there. You know, I'm trying to find my way back home. 'Cause I left there in '69. You know, I know I don't look so old, but
Yeah.
for real. And I'm just trying to get home. I'm trying to get the people to be aware of. You know, we all one people, and we should be heading in the same direction. Basically, you know what I mean? And Africa is home, and you know, that's migration season. The birds migrate. The fishes migrate. All the animals migrate. The ants migrate. So why can't we? I mean, planes fly, yeah. So we can also migrate.
What it means.
Yeah.
But you've been to Africa a few times. You've focused a little bit on Ghana. Why Ghana?
Ghana, well, when the band first started, I was invited to Ghana in around about 1985, and I took the chance gracefully. And Ghana ever since has been my home. You know, I mean, I've been to where slaves actually left to come to the Caribbean. I've been on that so-called pilgrimage, you know what I mean, and visit the whole thing and the whole, you know, exodus of the whole thing. And yeah, and Ghana has been home ever since.
When I read in the book of Selassie, Africa for the Africans, yeah. And I might travel with all of the wisdom passing way down in the deepest Africa. And I tell you,
Or at least we should get to visit at some point in time in our lives.
Yeah, even for a moment, even for a second, even for a day, even for a week, for a month, you know what I mean? We need to make that trip, and that's why migration season is all about. We need to just migrate just to see. Actually, one message from Mama, with Mama Africa herself, she's longing to see our children. They've been away so long.
how can we sing the Lord song in a strange land? Down in Babylon, how can we sing the Lord song in a strange land?
Okay, well, we just spoke about you and the Caribbean, performing in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
We know there's a possibility that we might see you here next year. Are you working it? Because, as you know, jazz is our biggest music festival.
That's right.
Possibilities of seeing Wisdom Band?
Well, ideally, I mean, we would love to perform on a jazz festival. You know, I mean, one thing possible that we'd like to perform on it. I mean, I've been checking one or two guys, one or two promoters, and even yourself, speaking to you yourself, and it'd be great. I mean, I'm born here, and I mean, I heard that Morgan Heritage is on the jazz this year.
That's right.
I mean, I taught the Morgan Heritage about a couple of years. I've done the whole of England with them. We taught the whole of England with Morgan Heritage, and it's funny, they're from Jamaica, and they perform in my island. And
That's right.
I've never performed in their island, and it's time for me to perform in my island. You know, so it's yeah, we should be here on the jazz festival, hopefully. So, calling the promoters, calling the organizers, yeah, Wisdom Band wants to perform on the jazz, and hopefully, yeah, we'll perform on the jazz next year.
And of course, you'll have a brand new album for that as well.
Brand new album to promote with it, yeah. And the people, you know, yeah, I mean, little island, little parish in Denver there. The whole parish wants to see me. What they say, well, guys, when you guys perform, yeah, but not before it's time, and the time, hopefully, next year will be the right time.
Excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
Go and feel it, deep down South Africa. Look how we feel it, deep down in Asia, yeah. Look how we feel it.
Now, you have a son who's following in your footsteps as well. We'll
Yeah,
talk to him in
yeah.
just a while.
Yeah.
But was it difficult getting him into the music bit?
It's not difficult because it's brought up on the good food. You know, and it's good food me feed him. You don't feed him no bad food. So if you want to eat this fast food, it's his choice. But you know, I said again, my shoes are very big. So if you want to walk in my footsteps, you got a broad foot, which I know he has. So at the moment, his size is bigger than mine. So he's been bigger than me at the moment. So yeah, his name is Marvel. But he's doing good. He's doing good, and you know, I hope he keeps on doing good.
Okay, we now joined by Marvel,
Yeah, nice to meet you.
who
sir.
is the son of Benjamin.
Yes.
And you're here in St. Lucia. This is your first time here.
Yeah, my very first time.
Yeah,
very
what
first
took you so long to get here?
Oh,
I don't believe.
that's a good question. That's a
Yeah.
good question. Well, nothing before it's time.
Yeah.
I just linked up with Dad. Like, we've just been doing music. I've been working very hard. I've been studying and working, and just trying to build up my career and build up the company in England. So I haven't really had the chance to get a free time and fly out. So now, like, literally, just as I come up, I've been in the process of like shooting 5 videos for my main artist. I had to fly across and see my homeland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've had no regrets so far?
Not at all, not at all. I love every day, man. I love
Yeah.
every day and take each day as it comes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned studies a while ago. What exactly were you studying?
I was studying music technology. Yeah, I studied that at Thames Valley University.
What's involved in that?
Literally everything from music production using Pro Tools, Logic, to video editing itself, using Final Cut Pro, Final Cut HD and stuff like that. There are loads of things, loads of different things, artist management, music industry and business, like from up and down, the whole media industry.
I was about to ask you about the business side, because you have your own label and your own operation going on. How critical is it for you to have a focus as a creator, a focus on business?
It's very hard. It's very hard. It's very hard, but it is very important at the same time, because like you can get carried away in the studio in the vibe of things, like making music, producing music. Then you get excited, and then once you have the track itself, what are you gonna do with it? And I found myself for years just making really good music, or that me and my friends and colleagues and whoever I thought was really good. It's like, what do we do with it now? It's only 50% of the journey, and it's the easiest part. But the hardest bit is getting the business down. So once you've got the business down, you're good to go.
It's just nice being here, nice being here with the brothers, and nice being here with the sisters, nice being here in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
Great to see you, buddy.
Take care. Nice to meet you.
All right, cool.
Take care.
Migration season, look forward to Africa. Migration season, Rastaman forward to Africa. Migration season, look forward to Africa. Migration season.